Welcome back, everybody. Today is going to be a very short video. I had recorded a 30-minute video about 2 days ago, and I had some trouble uploading it. So I'm going to keep these videos pretty short. This is just going to be a rough sketch today, warm-up. Got a lot to do today, so that's good. We're going to do a character today based on, excuse me, based on a crocodile. Well, probably an alligator, because I don't think they had crocodiles in the United States, maybe an American crocodile, but it's based on a alligator from the Princess and Frog. Woohoo! So I've never drawn this character before, so this is going to be quite interesting. I do use reference, so I'm not coming up with these on my own, but you know, I've sat down last night and I studied the model sheets from the movie, so hopefully we can come up with something pretty good. So what I'm doing basically right now is getting some motion lines in and going as rough and as quickly as I can to establish the gesture. So, you know, you never want to copy directly from your reference. You always want to change it up a little bit and put a little bit more character into it. So that's basically what I'm doing, is I'm going in and I'm changing the reference, you know, or the art just a little bit from the reference, and you know, trying to get a baseline for exactly what I want to do. So that's basically, let me get a little bit of a horizon line in here, and he's running. So the character himself, I believe his name is Lewis, and he's a great character. You know, the Walt Disney Company's always been fantastic in character development and coming up with lovable. It's kind of funny, they come up with lovable villains. You know, you love to hate them. But Lewis was kind of like a big lovable. There we go. Put a little bit of a. You know, he was just lovable. So anyway, so I'm gonna continue on, you know, roughing in these forms, all these. See, what's interesting is whenever you do a lot of drawing, like I do, on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, you kind of get a formula for whenever you're doing stuff like this. And that's exactly what is happening here. I've done the lines, I've established the size of the lines, and then I base pretty much everything else, you know, going forward, and I kind of move down the character and around the character and stuff. And hopefully this is going to take too long. Because, you know, what I'm doing is, you know, the eyebrow comes into to the nose area, and you've got these horizontal lines that come across, and then it comes up to the muzzle area in the nose, and it you know, it kind of rounds off, and you can change the sizing on it. And then his mouth, you know, his mouth is open. So his mouth has got that jawline, comes from the other side, and it comes around and down to the bottom. And then it you know, it's open. And the way alligators comes down. And again, I'm not sitting there and I'm not noodling in one particular area. I'm establishing, you know, my construction lines, and then whenever I come back and I start really defining, and see how this comes up, it comes from the mouth. See, it has this nice curve right here, and then it comes around, and then you got this whole belly area that comes right here. This is his belly, but this, you know, the right side of the head comes, and here's his jowl area. You know, it's nice and round, and he's got that, his mouth is open, and that line comes right here, comes down. And then this area goes right here, and he's got his tongue in there. And again, this comes with, you know, practice. I kind of iterate that quite a bit. Practice, 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 practice. And, you know, the more you do it, the easier it'll be. It's just like if you were to grab a basketball for the first time and you expect to be the best basketball player in the world. That's laughable. You need to, you know, go out there every single day and really find out what it, you know, what you can do with it. So here, and see this line comes down, it's a little bit back, and again, it's very messy. He's got his hand. It comes up. It comes up. Watch this line. Up, and then comes around. See? And that is enough right there, believe it or not. That is enough for you to get started and putting in, you know, his finger comes around like this to get started. It's kind of funny because you're basically sculpting a three-dimensional object two-dimensionally, and you're trying to get all these construction lines because your mind thinks in 3 dimensions. And here, see, you see how this line goes? It goes here, actually it goes here, watch this, here and around, here and around. See, you have to think in terms of entire form. Most people concentrate on one area, they make it perfect, and then they move on to another area, they make it perfect, and then when those two areas don't really relate to each other, then they're kind of mystified and dumbfounded as to what's going on. So, you know, in terms of anatomy, you know, you got the center line that comes down, and then you got his his chest. His chest goes here, and this line comes around. Okay. He's got his, you know, he's like, woohoo, I'm good, it's Friday, woohoo. See, and then you start thinking in terms of, you know, individual items. So right now, all I'm doing is just roughing in. I'm gonna come back around, you got this nice, comes here, and again, even though this is really rough, I can still come back, you know, and establish exactly where, you know, my line of sight is. He's kind of a kooky character, so, you know, and two, I've seen animation of this guy, and he's very, you know, robust, and he's got a lot of squash and stretch to him, and he moves, and he's very flowing, and he's got a very you know, very deep voice in this line. See, watch. This line comes up, it comes around, this is his cheek, and then he's got this huge mouth underneath. It comes around, so it's like this. You know, and again, I'm constantly correcting. See, it still comes a little bit forward. I'm constantly correcting, constantly referring back, you know, to the reference materials and realizing, you know, he's got a long, okay, so this comes down. And see, the form is there. Look at the form. It comes here. Look at that. And it's just, you know, like a simple, just like that. You know, and then you start roughing stuff in. Okay, so here, and then he's got this leg that comes down. And he's going right under him. So his leg comes up, and then this comes around. And then his leg, you know, if this comes here, and this is basically the front of him, and his tail goes back, you know, it goes a little bit under, and it goes up. The original reference didn't have it going up, so I'm just kind of change it a little bit here. You gotta, whenever you do stuff like this, you know, what I equate it to be is an exercise. You know, if you exercise, let's say you guys, some of you guys are doing this for the very first time. If you've exercised before, you know that it takes more than one time to get a result. It takes more than one time to, you know, get a substantial change in your body and who you are, and it's completely the same in drawing. You know, even though drawing is, to me, it's a skill. It still requires work. You know, I had my class. Here, we're getting a little long on the video here, so I need to go ahead and wrap this up. I had my class, and a lot of them are still, you know, Mr. Mike, I don't know how to draw an elephant. I don't know how to draw this. I'm like, dude, there's tons of reference out there. Just look at the reference and try. That's, you know, you can't get something perfect on the first time. So anyway, so this is kind of a rough. He's not quite there yet. Not really where I want him. I'm gonna go and put this leg in real quick. So here, you know, anatomy. Knowing a little bit of anatomy helps too. Not necessarily of a because most of these guys are based, you know, in the human world. And here we go. So he's got that foot, of course. His foot comes up, down. Here, here, here. So there we go. Here. Anyway, so what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to go ahead and stop the talking part of the video, and I'm going to continue on with time-lapse. So hopefully at the very end I'll do a wrap-up and keep this video under 10 minutes. So enjoy the ride. Thanks.